How's it going, class? Coach Joe here, and today we are going to do some Minecraft math. I'm super excited. We are going to do double-digit multiplication. So a two-digit number multiplied by another two-digit number. Before we talk about our Minecraft game, let's talk about how to do some double-digit multiplication. Let's talk about how to do some double-digit multiplication. Here I have 25 times 34. The first thing I want to do is I want to rewrite it with my 25 on top and then my 34 right underneath it, just like that. Now, we've already done in previous videos a two-digit number times a single-digit number, and we're going to start off by doing the same exact thing. First thing we're going to do is we're going to start at the 4, and we're going to multiply straight up, and then we're going to multiply diagonal to the 2. So let's do that first. We're going to do 4 times 5, so we're going to count by 4 5 times. Let's try it. 4 times 1 is 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 4 is 16. And 4 times 5 is 20. Now, remember when we were doing our two-digit by one-digit numbers, my number that's in the ones all the way to the right is what I put at the bottom. And my number that's in the tens for 20 goes on top of the 2. And now I want to do 4 times 2. So I already did 4 times 1. And here's 4 times 2, but don't forget, I brought this 2 up, and now I want to add 2 more. So start at 8, we'll jump twice. And what do we get? 10. So this is telling us that 25 times 4 equals 100. And we know that 25, 50, 75, 100. Now I want to do the same exact thing with my 3, but before I do that, I want to do a placeholder in the ones. Because my 3 is in the tens, I want my first number to go in the tens. So to make sure that I don't accidentally put a number in my ones, first thing I want to do is put a 0 right there in my ones. And by doing that, I can make sure I don't accidentally put a number there. Now we're going to do the same thing we just did. We're going to do, instead of 4 times 5 and 4 times 2, we're going to do 3 times 5 and 3 times 2. So let's do it. We're going to count by 3 5 times. 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times 4 is 12. And 3 times 5 is 15. Put my number in the ones, which is the 5, right here. Put my 1 at the top. And now 3 times 2, we have 3 times 1, 3 times 2, that's 6. Don't forget to add the 1. We get 7. Let's put that right here. And now we want to add our numbers up. 0 plus 0, we get 0. 0 plus 5, we get 5. 1 plus 7, we get 8. So 25 times 34 equals 850. Awesome job. Let's go check out our Minecraft game, and then we're going to try a couple of these problems. Now, if you look over here, I have 3 crafting tables. Behind one of these crafting tables is a very good weapon that we'd be able to use on our Minecraft adventure. Behind one of them is an average okay weapon. And behind one of the crafting tables, there is no weapon. I want you to take a guess. which of these crafting tables, number 1, number 2, or number 3, has the best weapon? If you pick the one that has the okay weapon, that's not bad, but try not to pick the one with no weapon, because in Minecraft, you always need a weapon. We're going to answer a problem, and then we're going to come back and check to see which of these crafting tables has the best weapon. All right, we're going to try to earn a weapon, but before we do that, we have to answer this problem. 57 times 26 equals what? 57 times 26 equals what? I want you to pause the video, solve it on your own. When you get an answer, come back. We'll do it together, and we'll figure out which weapon will you get. All right, you should have your answer written down. Let's take a look and solve it together. We're going to start off with the 6 and multiply it straight up. Then we're going to multiply it diagonal. First thing we're going to do is 6 times 7. We're going to multiply 6 7 times. Count it 7 times. Let's do it. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 3 is 18. 6 times 4 is 24. 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 7 is 42. And there it is. 6 times 7. Now we got 42, so I want to take the number that's in the ones, which is my 2. Put my 4, number of the tens, on top of the 5. And now we're going to do 6 times 5. Now I already circled it. Here's 5 right here. We have 30, but don't forget, we have to add 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And what do we land on right here? 34. But remember, that is only part 1. Now we need to take a look at part number 2. Next, what we're going to do is we're going to do 2 times 7 and then 2 times 5. But don't forget, we want to put a 0 in the ones place because we want our first number to be right here in the tens. So what are we going to start off with? We're going to start off with 2 times 7. So we're going to count by 2 7 times. 1, that'd be 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, last one, 7 times, we get 14. Put my 4 at the bottom, put my 1 at the top. 2 times 5, what do we get? 10. But don't forget, we want to add that 1 right there. And we get 11. And now that we have multiplied everything, we can add it up. 2 plus 0, 2. 4 plus 4, 8. 3 plus 1, 4. 0 plus 1, 1. 1,482. 1,482. If you got that right, give yourself a thumbs up. Let's take a look and see which weapon we're going to get. Now, like I said, are you going to pick number 1, number 2, or number 3? Which craft table? One of them has a good weapon. One of them has an average weapon. One of them has no weapon. Make your last selections. We're going to see our answer in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Which one's it going to be? So there it is. Number 1 has the diamond sword. Number 2 has the wooden axe. And if you picked number 3, you didn't get any weapon at all. But that's all right. We're going to take a look now at what food we're going to get. All right, for this one, we have 3 wooden crates. Inside one of these wooden crates is some rabbit stew. That's one of the best foods that we can have. Inside another one of the wooden crates, we have some wild berries. Not as good, but not bad. And in one of those crates, it is completely empty. That means you won't have any food for this adventure. So, which one has the rabbit stew? Try to pick that one. If you don't pick that one, then at least pick the one that has the wild berries. Try not to pick the one that has no food at all. Let's answer a problem, and then we will see which one has the rabbit stew. All right, we need to figure out which food we are going to earn, and to do that, we need to answer this multiplication problem. 64 times 76. So what I want you to do is I want you to pause the video, solve it, come back, we'll do it together, and then we'll see, will you get the rabbit stew, the berries, or nothing? All right, you should have your answer written down. Remember, we're going to start with the 6. We're going to multiply up and then diagonal. So let's do it. We're going to start off by counting 6 4 times. 6 times 1 is 6. 6 times 2 is 12. 6 times 3 is 18. And 6 times 4 is 24. I want to put my 4 at the bottom, my 2 up at the top. And now I want to do 6 times 6. Well, I only have 6 times 4 right now, so I got to keep going. 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 6 is 36. Don't forget to add 2 more. 1, 2, 38. 38. Now, don't forget, that is only part 1 of this. Now we want to do the same thing where we do 7 times 4 and then 7 times 6. So let's do it. Before we do that, don't forget, placeholder in the ones. I want my first answer to be right here in the tens. Let's do 7 times 4. We're going to count by 7 4 times. 7 times 1 is 7. 7 times 2 is 14. 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times 4 is 28. Put my 8 at the bottom. My 2 at the top. I only did 4 times. I got to do it 6. Let's do it 2 more. 7 times 5 is 35. 7 times 6 is 42. Don't forget to add the 2. 1, 2. What do we get? 44. And now let's add this up. 4 plus 0, 4, 8 plus 8, 16, 3 plus 4 plus 1, 8, and 0 plus 4, 4. So 64 times 76 equals 4,864. If you got that right, give yourself a big thumbs up. Now it's time to check to see which food will you earn. All right, here it is. One of these has the sweet berries. One of these has the rabbit stew, and one has nothing. Make your final selections. We're going to see in 3, 2, 1. And there it is. Number 3 has the rabbit stew. Number 2 has the berries. And if you picked number 1, you didn't get any food at all. All right, we're going to do one more. Let's take a look and see which shelter you're going to earn. All right. Here is our shelter portion of the game. You can decide, are you going to pick what's behind curtain number 1, curtain number 2, or curtain number 3? One of them has a great shelter, one of them has a pretty good shelter, and one of them will give you no shelter. So try to pick the one that's a great shelter. Is it behind curtain number 1, curtain number 2, or curtain number 3? We're going to answer a problem, and then we're going to see which of these curtains has the best shelter. All right, we need to figure out which shelter you're going to get. And the only way we can do that is by answering this multiplication problem, 87 times 49. Pause the video, answer it, and when you come back, we'll go over it, and we'll figure out which shelter you're going to earn. All right, you should have your answer written down. Let's do it together. We're going to start off first with 9 times 7. So we're going to count by 9 7 times. Let's do it. 9 times 1 is 9. 9 times 2 is 18. 9 times 3 is 27. 9 times 4 is 36. 9 times 5 is 45. 9 times 6 is 54. And 9 times 7, right over here, 63. Put my 3 at the bottom. Put my 6 up at the top. Now we have to do 9 times 8, so we have to do one more. 9 times 8, 72. And we need to add 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What do we get? 78. So there's our first part right there. Don't forget to put my placeholder 0 here, because I want my first number to go right over in the tens underneath that 8. And now we're going to do 4 times 7, and then 4 times 8. You ready to give it a go? If you are, let's do it. 4 times 7. We'll count by 4 7 times. 1. Then we have 8. That's 2. Then we have 12. That's 3. Then we have 16. That's 4. 20 is 5. 24 is 6. And 28 is 7. 8 at the bottom. 2 at the top. Now we want to do 4 times 8. We got to do one more. 32. Don't forget to add the 2 more. 1, 2. What do we get? 34. 4 here. Make sure you're lining up your number correctly. Let's add it all up. 3, 16, 12, and 3 plus 1, 4. 87 times 49 equals 4,263. If you got that right, give yourself a big thumbs up. And now it is time to see which shelter will we get. All right, time to make your last choices. Are you going to choose what's my curtain number 1, curtain number 2, curtain number 3? Try not to pick the one without the shelter. All right, are you ready? Last choices. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Let's see what it is. And there it is. Number 1, you have a castle shelter. Number 3, you have an underground shelter. And if you picked number 2, unfortunately, you didn't get any shelter. Well, you all did a fantastic job today. I hope you enjoyed playing this Minecraft game as we did some double-digit multiplication. I feel like there's someone watching me. So I'm going to run and get out of here. But if you had fun today, give me 2 big thumbs up. And I will see you next time for some more math.